Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing a first impression on the Cover FX blurring primer, and that's why I have no makeup on and stuff. And if you hear the fan in the background, it's hot in this house, so I'm going to have the fan on, and it might sound kind of annoying, just a warning. But yeah, so I already cleansed and moisturized my skin, and I'm just going to start by priming half my face with this. I had a safety seal and I just took that off. And the claims this has, it just says a blurring primer that instantly minimizes the appearance of pores and fine lines to create a super smooth, flawless airbrush look. So basically it's supposed to give like an airbrush face. Yeah, it's basically just supposed to blur pores and stuff. So I'm going to take, it doesn't say how much to take, so I'm just going to take. Well, this looks different than I thought it would. It looks like similar to Professional or something. I already like the feel of this. It feels similar to like other pore filling primers, like Benefit Professional and like what's the other primer? The Smashbox Pore Minimizing. So what I'm gonna do is I prime half my face with that. Already, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Already, I can see that blurring effect. Like these pores look a lot smoother than these ones, and my face is of course a lot more matte on this side. My acne scars look much more visible on camera. I don't know why, but like I said, to people that comment and say I have really good skin, I do have decent skin, but I have skin issues too. Like, see, I get acne scars and like stuff like that. But I'm gonna move on to foundation, and today I'm going to be using my Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation, and I'm just taking a pump and a half of that, and I'm going to put that on my face. And there's my foundation on, and I'm going to zoom in, and here's the side without primer, and here's with primer. Let's see. As you can see, the side with primer, definitely a more blurred appearance. It seems like it almost gave like more coverage on the side with primer. I definitely, at this point, think that the side with primer does look a bit better. The side without primer is a lot more dewy, as you can see. But I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to come back and let you guys know how I feel. And this is after I set with powder, and as you can see, still this side is much more smooth than the other one, and more matte. So this is the finished look. I didn't do like so much makeup, but I did like minimal, and I'm just going to zoom in. I didn't put any setting spray or anything. This is after I'm done with most things like bronzer, blush, and all that. In the corners of my nose, the only thing I will say is in the corners of my nose, it looks dry. To me, it looks drier on this side, but my nose always looks dry when I put primer and stuff on it, because the corners of my nose have eczema on them, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's due to that. Other than that, this side looks a lot smoother to me than the other side. Yeah, looking in my magnification mirror, this side is more smooth, and this side is more matte and everything, and it looks blurred. Compared, especially even with my highlight over, the texture looks less visible and everything. But I'm going to check in with you guys throughout the day, and I will see you guys in my first check-in. It's been about 2 hours. It hasn't started to get oily or anything. It basically looks pretty much the same, except maybe like I've seen the tiniest bit of oil start peeking through. But besides that, like, it looks pretty much the same, except for, honestly, this side does still look more dewy than this side. To me it does. This up here is just my highlighter. It's not dew, but like, see on from side to side you can see that there is a difference. I see a difference. Like, as you can see, like, my pores look a lot smoother on this side than they do on this one still. And it's seeming to sink into my pores on this side more. But that's my 2-hour check-in, and I will see you guys at the... So this is the end of the day. It's about 8 o'clock right now, and I've had this on for about 7.5 hours, I think, because I put my makeup on at like 12:30. But as you can see, well, 7:59, whatever. This is my little pepperoni. She's so cute. But this is how the makeup is looking right now. Ignore my eye makeup. I didn't put eye primer on today, so that's my fault. And my eye makeup is starting to come off, but my face, as you can see, is at a point where I would want to blot it. Like, it's not as oily as I've seen my skin be before, because my skin has gotten a lot more oily than this. And keep in mind, today was a really hot day. Like, it was like 80-something degrees, and my car doesn't have air conditioner. My air conditioner's broken right now, so it was a struggle heat day, and I was in the car for a lot of time. But to me, I think that this looks okay. I definitely would want to touch up if I was going to go out or do anything else, but I feel like 7.5 hours is a good test of wear. And I'm going to zoom in really quick and show you guys. It has faded from my nose area, which I'm not going to blame on the primer. I've been blowing my nose a lot today. Like, I have really bad allergies today. But it stayed on everywhere else. I feel like it faded slightly off of my face in the other areas, but for the most part, I feel like it stayed on. And my forehead is the most oily, but I do feel like this side is a lot shinier than this side is. This side over here, and I'm going to turn the light down, over here, this side over here looks a lot more put together, and my blush and everything is on more than this side. This side, though, for the most part, I do feel like this helped control oil, and it did. The blurring effect is not still there right now. I might have wiped it off by blowing my nose. That could be possible. But the blurring effect has faded a little bit. But I would say, I don't wear my makeup longer than like 7.5 hours usually. But I would say that this did a pretty decent job. Like, I would use it again. I would probably use a more mattifying primer on a day like today. And I feel like that's why I'm more oily and stuff, because that primer did not claim to mattify though, so I'm not going to hold that against it, because it didn't claim to mattify. It did minimize the appearance of pores and created a smooth airbrush look. Right now, I feel like if I blotted, I would look like still pretty good. What I'm gonna do is actually, I'm gonna blot and then come back. Okay, this is me after blotting, and I would definitely go out like this. Not with the eye makeup, I would definitely have to fix that. Like, because it's coming off everywhere, and like I said, that's the eye primer, but I do feel like this looks pretty decent, and my blush and stuff is still hanging on a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie, blush and bronzer like fades very fast on me, so I feel like this did keep it on longer than I thought it would. But basically, I would probably rate this primer 3.5 to 4 out of 5. Like, it's a good primer. I'm not going to say that it's my favorite ever for the summertime or any of that. I do feel like the Smashbox Pore Minimizing is more mattifying, but this primer did give a smooth appearance, and I feel like it really did work. So, and I feel like this primer would work for people that have like most skin types, unless you're extremely oily, like more oily than me. I'm like combination oily. If you're extremely oily, I don't know if that would work for you, but I would say every other skin type combination, normal, dry. I don't know about extremely dry. I feel like most of the middle ones it would work for, like combination, normal, and slightly dry. But I will recommend that to those that have those skin types, and personally, I like it. I will use it again, and I think that it works pretty well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more videos from me, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!